do you think went on behind the scenes here?
You know, that's hard to know because he's pleading guilty. He's in court now, and they're going through the allocution where the judge has to, find out if he's in the right state of mind, if he's doing this of his own accord, if he knows all his rights that he has, and that now he's giving up the right to a trial. So she's going through all that now. He's going to plead to both counts in federal court, both counts of stalking, which could carry a life sentence. And apparently the prosecution has said they're going to ask for that. So it's hard to know what went on behind the scenes. It appears that what's happening is the defense is taking a chance that the judge is not going to sentence him to life, because it's up to the judge finally, and that they can use that to try to block the New York trial, which on the basis of double jeopardy. And New York's double jeopardy law is stronger even than the federal law. So I can't tell why they're doing this. Perhaps the evidence is so strong against him that that there's no hope. They feel like there's no hope that he'll come out even with a trial where one juror, hangs up the trial. But it's hard to imagine because he's pleading guilty. That means that he's going to tell the judge exactly what happened. He's going to recite what he did. So that can be used against him in state court if that trial ever does go forward. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to understand what's going on and why they took this drastic measure.
What's the timeline for his potentially facing trial for the New York charges?
Right. That would start in September, but I suppose that will be put off right now because there are going to be motions, to get rid of that trial because of, as I said, double jeopardy. And, his attorneys from the very beginning were arguing that this was double jeopardy. And it certainly seems like it because normally you have a murder in the middle of Manhattan. What are the federal authorities? Why are they bringing charges here? It really has nothing to do with the federal government. But at that time, Pam Bondi wanted to get the death penalty for him, and that's a federal case. So they brought this, and then the judge here the federal judge ruled that it wasn't death penalty eligible. So it put him in this bind where he had a state trial and a federal trial, and whatever happened, whatever was admitted in one would be admissible in the other. So it really put him in a bind, whereas maybe if there weren't any federal charges, he would go forward with the trial and take his chances that they might be able to hang up the jury.
What do you think the New York lawyers will do? Will they go ahead with the case, or will they just say, oh, wait, life in prison from the federal level, we're done?
I've read some stories that the New York DA is not all that happy about what's happening. He feels like they're being squeezed out of their trial. Yep. So, you always want to protect your turf, I think, and this really is a Manhattan trial. It's not a federal trial. So I think that they'll probably fight to keep the trial, but that might be a losing battle.